And there's certain things you do in your career that stand out, and that was certainly a standout moment for me, to be standing up there. And then ultimately afterwards to sit amongst the orchestra and watch Mr. John Williams step up on stage and conduct. I said to him after, I said, I actually felt sorry for you because I said you had to follow me. But yeah, it was wonderful. It was wonderful. And they're brilliant singers, aren't they, the choir? I mean, they're absolutely tremendous, very, very talented singers. It's all happening live, so...
Career highlight, highlight for me.
It will be one of the highlights, absolutely. And you know, we just finished filming the Potter movies recently, you know, just last week, and this has been lovely to come here. It's sort of lifted everyone's spirits a little bit from you know, having to sort of sadly say goodbye to the studios and filming. So, yeah, it's really wonderful.
So when you guys are on set, or you know, when you guys are on set, sometimes sets are only built to see what the camera sees. You want to see half of it. So you only get to see basically what we want, what we're seeing on the screen. What's it like coming here where everything's actually built out? Everything's here. So you guys are actually seeing the small details that we're seeing for the first time. I mean, what's it like when you guys walk in?
It's quite like one thing that I kind of didn't realise I did until I came here was when I'm on set, I'd tap the wall just to reassure myself it's fake. and it's obviously hollow, but when I came here, you tap it and it's solid stone kind of thing. So that was kind of surreal in the fact that it is all real. Like the honeydukes, when we're on set, we're told don't eat it because you probably will die because they're not real. So we went into honeydukes and we were kind of like just looking at it, and the guy's like, you know, help yourself. And we're, are we allowed? And then they kind of said you can have what you want, and then okay. Yeah.
I think also as well is that there's actually a roof on half the things we're in. Whereas when we're filming, you just see these huge lights shining down. So that's the weird part to me. Everything's finished off.
Yeah, it's immaculate as well. I mean, it really is an immaculate sort of reality that's been created here, and you know, where we are today. You know, you can never walk from outside to inside at Leeds, but here you can really experience it. And I thought that we'd be slightly kind of, you know, not as excited by it because we'd been and we worked on a film, but it just is a great, great thrill. And that initial view that you get from the archway down the bottom, looking up through Rosbeaton and Castle, it's spectacular, isn't it? It really is, and that, I think that's a real Osby find. Every detail, basically. Everything
How did you feel when you were first asked to participate in the filming of The Bride, and then finally seeing it like live at the park? What was that like? Seeing like, and how does it differ from filming the actual movies?
That was kind of weird for me. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but to know that you're going to be on a ride of some, especially one that's that good as well. I mean, that's one of the best rides I've ever been on, the Forbidden Journey. And so, I mean, being in a film's one thing, and I guess that'll last forever and ever. But to be on a ride is something else. You know, I've loved coming to theme parks and roller coasters and stuff like that since I was tiny, and so to be a part of something like that that's going to be halfway around the world as well in America, which is, I'm still trying to figure that out in my head. It's kind of weird, but it's unbelievable. I mean, to be there for, you know, for the rest of, this isn't going to last for a fair few decades yet. It's kind of odd for me, but no, a great privilege, and a great fun doing it.
Yeah, it's kind of, probably around about 2 years ago, pretty much to the same time of year when we shot the stuff which you're in the Forbidden Journey, and I remember the guys were showing us like the plans for the ride. And so we were kind of like, well, I was anyway, we kind of saw all the information, like this is surely too good to be true, like how can that technology exist? Because my favourite ride I think ever was the Spider-Man ride here as well, and they say that, but 10 years technology on top of that, so okay. So we kind of thought we'd take it with a pinch of salt, and then like I said, when we actually went on the Forbidden Journey, that really did blow us away completely, and we've kind of got a good little checklist of what we're in now, like we're in a movie, we're in a theme park with Lego men, with all these kinds of weird stuff.
Not a bad pair. What about you, Bonnie? I mean, I think what's lovely about it is obviously with making the films, and when we kind of premiere the films for the first time, we give them over to the audience. That's a really exciting experience to actually create a land now that we can hand over to the public, that they can walk through, and all the lovely memories that we've had of kind of stepping on sets for the first time, that kind of shell-shocked sort of look, and just seeing children, I mean, you know, seeing kids all walk onto the set, I mean, their jaws just drop, and I think it's just kind of, it's just lovely to allow everyone to experience what we've had. It's amazing.
For each of you, can you tell me what your first thoughts when you first saw the park were? What your first thoughts were in 3 words or less?
3 words or less.
Oh my gosh.
Bloody hell. Yeah, that was pretty much what I felt at that moment I went through.
Wow. I think it's, with the 3 words, I think it's just been bloody amazing. I think very, very impressive. Maximum 3. Yeah.
I think it's just questioning how they managed to do that. I think it's just kind of sheer. I mean, when we all came in for the first time on yesterday, we were in that arch, we just all stood there. Like, do we go? Do we just watch? And we were all just kind of like in amazement, you know, you just kind of want to touch everything and go to it. That wasn't 3 words, but.
I don't know. I mean, this is magic, I suppose, is underlined. I mean, really, truly spectacular. So this is magic. That's really good.
Good morning, everyone. I have a question. When Rupert was in here, I asked him what was his favorite part, and he said the pub. What do you think about the pub?
Yeah, they're really cool actually. And there's actually you've got different, like the butter beer, it's trying it. And for the grown-ups as well, there's also the house brew, which is really nice. I think like this is, because when this was a set, it seemed a lot smaller. And now obviously it is huge, and it's pretty cool. You can say, "Oh, I'm eating for a pint and the 3 broomsticks," kind of thing. But yeah, and it's what's cool is that all the food in here as well is it's not all like greasy burgers and all that kind of stuff. There's like a good healthy option. It's like in everything as well, which is quite a good cook.
It's very British.
Yeah, it is, with fish and chips and genuinely nice food. You know, theme park food isn't normally that nice. We had a really great lunch in here yesterday. It's really nice stuff to choose from. And it's very in keeping with, you know, obviously Hogs meat, etc. The Cornish pasties we've got right at home here. Fish and chips, shepherd's pie, it's fantastic, yeah. Really great. I think my favourite part would be Oliver Phelps. That was my favourite experience. My 2 children are here, Annabelle and Harrison. And to see them, you know, having their one was just tremendous. Really, really exciting to see their faces. And I saw Michael Gamble get his one as well. His little face, so
You've now been a part of 2 most beloved franchises in film history between this and Star Wars movies. How would you compare the 2 experiences for you personally now?
It's very different. I mean, they're both obviously huge franchises, and lucky to be part of both of them. Compare? That's a really hard question, you know. I think they're both very, very detailed, very. I mean, they're made by extremely skilled filmmakers, and you know, represent their subject brilliantly. That's a very difficult question. How do you compare the 2 things? I mean, Harry Potter was a really great set of films to work on. You know, we're talking about these environments that we're in here in Hogsmeade, the Wizarding World being very immersive, but you know, the sets can be very immersive as well. You know, the Great Hall that it leaves is, you know, a truly 3-dimensional place. You know, the only thing missing is the enchanted ceiling. So when you're performing in those environments, you do feel that you can really picture yourself there. Whereas working on a Star Wars film, of course, it's a lot of green screen, and they built, you know, maybe a 6 foot or